What is going on, YouTube? Markel here, back with another video. So it is Friday, which means tomorrow's Saturday for Saturday Roll Call, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? In tomorrow's video, man, there's a lot I want to talk about, especially about finance. My man Barry hit me up with a video. 18-year-old girl who bought a luxury car, a BMW. It's like 4 years old at 26% interest for 6 years, right? Had high miles on it, up over 70,000 miles on it, and already had cooling problems, right? And the thing that I've told you guys many times before, even though you may be buying a luxury car that's cheaper, it's still a luxury car, which means it's still gonna have luxury maintenance. So the price to get something fixed compared to a normal car is gonna be a lot more on that BMW than say it would be like a Ford or a Chevrolet or a Toyota. It's just how it is. But I want to talk about that, man. It's not like I know everything, we know everything who are on the panel, but just basic finances that people should know. You know, that might be a young soldier or someone who's watching us who's not very familiar, even with credit cards, on the correct way, or I shouldn't say the correct way, on different ways of using a credit card. You know, taking advantage of the point system. You'll hear some people say, you know, credit cards are bad, they're gonna ruin your credit. It's not the card, it's the person who's using the card, right? You have some people who use the card strictly for emergencies only. They never take it out, they never pull it out. You have people who use the card simply for buying airline tickets or shopping online and then paying it off instantly within 30 days, right? And then you have some people who run a business using their credit cards. I know several people who started their business using their personal credit cards until they were able to get a company card. So there are many ways to use a credit card, but you have to be responsible. No matter what avenue in life you pick, you have to be a responsible person. So the people who are normally talking about credit cards are evil and they had one and they got trapped in this and that because they didn't use it responsibly. You can't max out the card, then pay the minimum amount and then expect to pay it off. It doesn't work like that, right? So you have to be a responsible person when you're taking on responsibilities. I mean, that's only common sense, right? But anyway, though, guys, that's something that I want to bring up, that I want to talk about, that I want to try to help where I can, because that's what a lot of this channel is. This community of people who are on this channel, we're about giving information and helping each other as much as we can, right? Because I know, like, when we talk about the market, like when Mr. Wayne comes on, or Barry, myself, Howard, and others, J-Love, talk about the market. Everybody's not interested in that. Everybody doesn't know. Like if you hand somebody a newspaper and ask them to read the stock report, they wouldn't know. If you had basic questions like S&P 500 or NASDAQ, do you know what that is? Most people on the street have no idea what that is, right? So I know sometimes when we're talking about things, it may seem like a foreign language to some because they're just not interested in that, right? That's why I always tell people, instead of trying to always give stock advice, start with your banker. Like if you never talk to the banker at your local bank or wherever you're banking, like if you're using USAA, you got to talk to them online or over the phone. You know, talk to your banker about ideas and different things that you're trying to do. Like if you're trying to save money, what's the best way for you to save money? And they're going to go over your bank and look at everything that you're spending and kind of give you some ideas, whether it may be bonds or certificates or savings or many different things. And then you need to do your research to figure out the best avenue that's going to help you, right? So it's things like that, man. It's not like we're getting on here saying, well, you got to do it this way. You got to do it. No. No, it's more of suggestions, right? This is the way I've done it, and maybe it works for you. Or maybe you could try this the way Barry did it, or Steele did it, or this person did it, that person did it. That's basically what we try to do on the channel, right? We have our fun, we joke. Somebody's internet's jacked up. Hey, we gonna hey, I was a victim of it myself one night when the internet went out here. So I know what that's like. I know what that's like. So, but I do want to talk about that because I remember growing up, and that was not something people talked about a whole lot. Money. It wasn't. Money was not a subject because a lot of people didn't have a lot of it. So it wasn't like, you know, when you go to buy a car, you know, you should try to keep the interest rate as low as possible. Those are things you're going to have to learn as you grow. Like, you know, the first time I bought a car, I had a high as interest rate because I didn't know. I didn't know. No one taught me that. I did not know. Even with banking, right? The only thing that I remember learning in high school about finances really was how to balance a checkbook. That was it. How to write a check, how to sign a check, and how to balance a checkbook. Well, you need money to do that. So we really didn't have that. The only thing my grandmother did was had a Christmas savings account. At the beginning of every year, she would take that money out at the end of the year to buy Christmas gifts. I kind of replaced that using the points on my credit card that I accumulate throughout the months, let it build up, and then at the end of the year, cash them out, and then I use that as Christmas gift for prepaid credit cards or cash, whatever they want to get, I give them that. So if somebody asks for cash, here you go. Here's cash. I can put it in your mom's savings account. I can send it to you some type of way, but everybody's different on how they do it. And I'm just trying to offer suggestions to people who may be watching, who may be, a little iffy about this or that. And it's all about networking, guys. That was one of the main things I did when I had my business, was learn how to network with other people that would land me other jobs or would put me in better situations, either buying equipment or, I may had a problem that I couldn't figure out, and they knew someone who specialized in this particular field, and I was able to leverage what I had and offer them a service, and they could fix my service. And then there were situations where they needed my help with something. They leveraged what they had, and I was able to use what they had to my advantage, and then they used the skill that I had to their advantage. So it works both ways, but it's networking, right? And that's something I want to do more on this channel as well. You have a lot of people on the channel with a lot of experience. Some people are still working, some people are not. Some people are in certain fields that you guys want to be in, like IT. Some of you guys want to own property. So we have people like Barry who knows, or Big Moose who knows. So you have a lot of people with real world experience with a lot of things that are going on right now. Me being a former business owner, right? You have a lot of experience on the channel. So I would hope that people out there who are watching would take advantage of that if you're trying to get into any of those fields at all, okay? But that's going to be it, man. Looking forward to talking to you guys tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is Saturday Roll Call, okay? But until then, guys, I am out of here. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your day.